prioritize 40, 50, 60 hours a week to one job for one corporation, I am effectively putting all my eggs in one basket. The most valuable thing you have in your life, your time, I am never going to deploy my time to one job. Either my own personal business or somebody else's. I'm just going to give you all my time for a wage. Absolutely no chance.
And take us through New 21 and what you're doing now. You did a keynote for a large ASX listed company. I won't name who it was. And you're like a rock star now, Gus. So take us through what you're doing now, the area you're playing, and yeah.
When I finished at Lonely Planet, I was very tired of corporate life, and I kind of climbed a really steep, ladder of corporate in a very publicly big brand, global. I had a lot of weight and responsibility on my shoulders there, and I was 34 or something when I said, I don't want that political environment that, I've learned to master, but it was complex, and I wanted to work on things that I wanted to work on, and I wanted to work with people that I wanted to work on only, and how do I achieve that? And I wanted to only work 9 months of the year, 8. Okay. And what if I don't want to work? What if I want to take off 3 or 4 months of the year? And by the way, I've done that for the last 10 years. I take 3 or 4 months of a year. Well done. So then I started realizing that the epiphany I had was that, deploying the most valuable thing you have in your life, which is your time, effectively, which is an illusion. It's just the deployment of it, the prioritization of it. If I prioritize 40, 50, 60 hours a week to one job for one corporation, I am effectively putting all my eggs in one basket. And because I was an early investor, I've been an angel for many years now, and then helped set up corporate venture funds and run as a general partner of the funds, I realized it's like investing in one share. The most valuable thing you have in your life, your time, all in one share. Your chances of success are almost zero. And if anything happens, you're gone. Right? So I went, I am never going to deploy my time to one job. Either my own personal business or somebody else's, less somebody else's. I'm just going to give you all my time for a wage. Absolutely no chance. Yeah. So then I started thinking of how do I build my life and my career as if it was a portfolio. Same as a portfolio of investments. How do I spread this time across the broadest, safest possible way so that the odds are that one of them will pay off? So at that point in time, by accident, I fell into keynote speaking because someone asked me to come and present in the company, and I did. And there was an agent and said, a friend of mine saw me and said, my mate said, dude, you should do it too. And then one thing led to the other. I'll do it. And then it became a massive thing. So over the last 10 years, I do anyway, I won't say, but
no, I've seen the stadiums; they're full.
I've done up to 10,000 people, so that's the biggest one in the US. And this morning was, I think it was 500 or 600 people in the audience, so a big one. But I regularly, every week, I do about 2 or 3 keynotes a week on average.
Yeah. So keynote speaking was.
So then that was one, and then all of a sudden, because I was an angel and I started investing heavily, I started getting involved with some of the startups. So I'll go, all right, I'll do a day a week for that, and then I have corporates approaching me and going, can you do this job? And I go, look, I don't want a corporate job. Here's how I would do it. Oh my God, Gus, we want you to do that. And I go, hey, I got you a deal. I do it 1 day a week. And they go, you can't do this job in 1 day a week. Try me. I reckon I can do a big chunk of it, because if I'm not involved with you all the time, I won't pay the tax of being in the office. So, and then all of a sudden people started hiring me a day a week to run their innovation or their corporate, whatever. So I started building that. Then that led into, of course, having a consulting business, because being in front of so many people, so many executive teams, and Gus, can you come and help us more? And I'd be like, no, I don't do that. I don't know. But then one of the clients would be like, but that's a cool one. I love to fix that problem. So then I'll go and find a couple of my mates and I'll bring them in. And then that, and then we started aggregating that, and that became New 21, which is a beautiful little business. But we kind of kept it small, because if it gets too big, then I pay the same price again. And we didn't want that. And we don't want to be your average, sometimes we call ourselves the unconsultancy, because we try to avoid any of the kind of, big four vibes. Not that there's anything wrong with them, I love them. but we try to play more of a very personalized. So we work with the very largest companies in the world, but in a way that is so niche and so stealth that often the people inside the business don't even know that we actually don't work for them.